Hi, I'm Jen. Welcome to the course, Mini Musicianship. This is the first video in the series, and we're going to be working on Bullero today. This piece is really good practice for the D minor scale, D minor melodic and harmonic scale, and natural for that matter. And the hands, they don't move that far from a D minor 5-finger scale, with a lot of crossing as well, which just is great reinforcement. A good warm-up would be the D minor natural scale first, so just D to D with a B flat. And once you've got that down, you can do the harmonic minor, which is a B flat as well as a raised 7th note or leading tone, C sharp. And of course the melodic minor is the next form, which has a raised 6th and 7th degree on the way up and a lowered 6th and 7th degree on the way down. So on the way up, it will be a B natural and a C sharp, and on the way down, it will be a C natural and a B flat. So I suggest you practice these scales as well as the solid and broken forms of the D minor triads 1 and 5-7. So D, F, and A, C sharp, G, and A, and then practice those chords broken as well. It's 5-3-1 for the D minor chord and 5-2-1 for the A7 chord. And then you're ready to start Bullero. So whenever the left hand has broken triads in this piece, it is the accompaniment and the right hand will have the melody. So in that case, you're going to try to bring out the right hand melody more than the left hand accompaniment. But look at your score from measures 41 to 56, and you'll notice that the left hand now has the melody in those measures and the right hand has the broken triad accompaniment. So their roles are switched around. And I like to do that in almost all of my pieces because the left hand doesn't always have to be the accompaniment. I feel like too many people get used to playing the left hand as an accompaniment, therefore the right hand always comes out more and is more dominant. And in many forms of music, that's just not the case. I'll give you an example of some of the left hand melody at 41. It's a mezzo piano marking, but it should be still fairly easy to project that. Another thing I want you to notice in this piece that will really help your musicianship skills is the way each phrase is shaped. You'll notice that there's an arch in the middle of each phrase that comes back down, and it's sort of a contoured shape. So for the main melody, so the way we should play that is the same way that it sounds. The notes are going up, and therefore we're going to shape it gradually more in volume toward the top of the phrase and then tapering it off at the end, and that'll give you a really nice shape. There's one chord written into this piece that doesn't belong to the key of D minor. It is an E flat major chord. And it's built on the 2nd scale degree of D minor, but the flat 2. There's also a legato marking in this piece, which means smoothly. So this is a great opportunity to practice connecting those notes that go up. Instead of having a small space in between each note, you want to make sure you're connecting them. So instead of lifting in between each note, make sure they're connected. And similarly in the left hand, if you need to lift up now and then in the left hand because of fingering, that's okay. The most important part to have legato is always the melody. So one last thing I want to draw your attention to is the very last harmony in the piece, which is actually a D major harmony. And that compositional technique is called a tierce de Picardie or Picardie third. And it's a major chord when you're expecting a minor chord sound. The tonic here is a minor chord, of course. So we have. So here's Bullero. I'll play the whole thing for you and see if you can hear some of the things that I talked about today and try to apply them to your own playing. So there you have it, Bullero, and good luck with your playing, and I can't wait to talk to you again in the second video of this series.